Today, we will discuss who the best player in Oklahoma City's history is. Was it an all-star like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, a guy who was in Oklahoma City forever and seen the franchise go through everything, Nick Collison?
Or maybe even it's just my man, nenad krstic. Today or yesterday's version of Alex Caruso.
Now, this discussion comes up after yesterday. Sam Presti of the Thunder decided to say Russell Westbrook is the most important player in the brief history of the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was a part of his quote when discussing the trade after the trade was made official. So he made that statement, and everyone was like, true, but... And they made arguments for different players. Obviously, Krstic, the real GOAT. Kevin Durant, obviously, was the real biggest threat to that. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. We can eliminate a lot of guys. Like, let's just be honest. Like, a lot of these guys who played a little bit or didn't play a lot, they're eliminated. Daquan Cook, eliminated. Kevin Martin, eliminated. Jeff Green, eliminated. So some of these guys are like just quick eliminations. Eric Maynor, eliminated. Dennis Schroeder, eliminated. Steven Adams, sorry Steven, eliminated. So we're going to narrow it down to about 4 players. Those 4 players are Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Nick Collison. Those are the 4 ones. And I'm being dead serious, yes. 2 of them you'll expect. 2 of them are kind of, we can get rid of them. So we're going to start off with James Harden. James Harden had a short tenure with the Thunder. Drafted to the Thunder in 2009, I believe. Stayed there until their championship run in 2012 when they lost in the finals to the Heat. And then he was traded because the Thunder didn't want to give him money and go into the luxury tax. Good move, Thunder. But we can eliminate him because he was there for such a short time. He was a big part of the success, don't get me wrong. 6th man of the year. Great coming off the bench with that second unit. He did a great job. Scored points. He was just a great player. So don't get me wrong, he's a great player then and he's a great player now, but he's eliminated because he did not impact Oklahoma City the most out of these players. So he's probably 4th, all right? He's 4th. We'll call him 4th. 3rd, we'll put Nick Collison there. Why Nick Collison? Why his production on the court in the Oklahoma City years were not the greatest. They weren't insane. They weren't MVP status. They weren't all-star status. Him being in Oklahoma City through all the great stuff, all the crap, that means a lot to Oklahoma City fans. It's a sentimental pick, so he's probably there at 3rd just because of how much he stayed at the franchise. First player to ever have his jersey retired in Oklahoma City, so that's obviously a big deal for him and a big deal for the team. And now we make the argument. Those 2 have quickly been eliminated, as I said. Now we make the argument for who is the most important player. Well, I'm going to make a couple separate arguments. Then we'll come to our conclusion at the end of this video. So if you look at the Oklahoma City Thunder and you look at their success years were, let's say, 2010 to 2016. Yeah, that's their success years. Lost in the Western Conference Finals in 2010-2011 season. And then the 2015-2016 season, of course, they blew that 3-1 lead to Golden State and lost in the Western Conference Finals. That was our span of greatness, 2010, 2011. If you can say conference finals, good for that young team. 2011, 2012, they made the finals. They lost. Man, they're going to be good. 2012, 2013 was plagued by an injury, Russell Westbrook's meniscus injury, though they were the best team in the NBA. Or not, I don't know about the NBA, but they were number 1 in the West for sure. And Westbrook got injured, and that kind of screwed up their playoffs. They got eliminated 2nd round. The next year was 2013-2014. I believe they lost in the Western Conference Finals to San Antonio. And then that was also Durant's MVP year. 2014-2015 was Durant, the year that he was injured a lot. That was just a terrible season. And then he came back in 2015-2016. They were the 3 seed in the West, came into the conference finals, was up 3-1, and lost. So that's the summary of that time. So 2 of the years plagued by injuries, Westbrook and Durant injuries, and the other years, Western Conference Finals at worst. So that's pretty solid. When your 2 best players got injured, that does kind of suck. Durant was able to get his MVP in 2013, 2014, and Westbrook was able to, when Durant was hurt, they did much worse. I think Westbrook did get hurt that year as well, so it was just a bad year, much want to forget year for Oklahoma City. But we go into the discussion. During that time, who was there? Kevin Durant was there. When he left, what happened? They kind of dropped off. That first year without him, it was rough. Westbrook, obviously, that triple-double record-breaking season for him. But a first-round playoff elimination. Next year, trade for Paul George. First-round elimination. And Carmelo. And Carmelo, too. Next year, Russell Westbrook and Paul George get rid of Carmelo after his crap shoot. Pick up some guys like Dennis Schroeder. It's looking better. You're like, oh, second round, maybe even conference finals. Nope, another first-round elimination. Last time I checked, that didn't happen with Kevin Durant. It might have happened in the early years. I know the first year in Oklahoma City was really rough, like 23-59 or something. And I know one of the other years it was like early playoff eliminations. But after that, this 2010 to 2016 span, there wasn't a lot of early playoff eliminations. And when it did happen, it was because of injuries. It's like the 2012-2013 season, they got eliminated second round when Westbrook was out because he was a crucial part of the team. But Durant did help with a lot of the success. When it comes to production on the court, when it came to winning, when it came to success, when it came to deep playoff runs, if you want to talk about winning and stuff, the most important player in Oklahoma City history is Kevin Durant. All right? But when it comes down to who is the most impactful player, who is the most important player to the fans, to the city, to the organization, someone that they can trust a lot, it's Russell Westbrook. Because Westbrook, he signed an extension. He obviously declared loyalty to the city. Both players, Westbrook and Durant, helped the community a lot. But Westbrook obviously stayed there longer, was more involved in the community and stuff in Oklahoma City because he was there longer. So people love him more. So the fans love him more. So that gives him that edge by a lot when it comes to fans and stuff. Fans, impact on the city, impact on the team, organization. That goes to Westbrook. But when it comes to success and winning, it goes to Durant. So that's where we have him at. So Westbrook's got the side of, he doesn't have the winning side, but he does have that impact, helping the city, fans. He has that vote. But when it comes to success, it's Durant. Don't get me wrong, even when it was just Durant, they still weren't great because Westbrook was an essential part of that team that helped them make those deep playoff runs. But when they had Durant just by himself, they were able to make it past the first round. But when Westbrook was there by himself, even when he had Paul George, couldn't even make it out of the first round. So it's definitely an argument there, but that's my argument for it. But when it comes to most impactful, who is it? It's tough. I'm a fan. I'm an NBA fan. I want my team to win. And if I want my team to win, that's who I want as my most impactful player. I want a winner. I am also a Kevin Durant fan, so I might be a little biased. So I would give, it's tough. Westbrook, I love him. I love him to death. I'm so glad what he's done for this organization. It makes me so happy. I've loved that he stayed here, that he's fought through the crap, that he's done all this stuff, that he's helped so much with the loyalty and stuff. But, man, he just didn't have the success. You had it back when you had Durant, and Durant was so helpful with that success. So it's tough to say. You guys tell me in the comments who you think was more impactful. Was it Durant's winning success rate, or was it Westbrook and his impact on the organization, the fans, and his loyalty? And he was also part of the success rate, yes, but Durant had more to do with that, I'd say. So you tell me in the comments who you think is the most important player in Oklahoma City history. I'm having a hard time choosing, but that's my arguments for both sides. Westbrook has for the millionth time I'm saying this, the impact, fans, community, city, all that fun stuff. Durant, success, winning, scoring title, MVP, 4 scoring titles actually. So he was definitely a part of that success rate. Westbrook, he helped it when Durant was there, but after that it was first round playoff eliminations. Durant, second round conference finals and 1 finals elimination. So You tell me how you feel in the comments, please. I would love to see how you guys view this, your thoughts on it. But yeah, that's basically all I got on today's video. Thanks for watching. If you would like, please leave a like on that video. That would make me very happy. Would help me out a lot. Just leave a big fat like. Subscriptions. That's what's up. Subscribing to this channel. You should do that. So subscribe to the channel.